Hi everybody, I'm Daljit Dhaliwal in New York. Welcome to Money Matters. Now, all too often we hear about the violence in Iraq. What we don't often see is the rich culture and art from this part of the world. So with the help of US military liaison, several Baghdad artists are now showing their work in America for the very first time. Joining us is Christopher Brownfield, the man behind this unprecedented exhibition called Oil on Landscape, Art from Wartime Contemporaries of Baghdad. And he's also got a book out by the same name. Also with us is the gallery's owner, Oded Halami. He's an Iraqi sculptor and founder of the Pomegranate Gallery. Hello to both of you.
Hello.
Hello.
Christopher, so you helped make this happen. Talk to me about how it came about and why you wanted to do this.
Well, I was working as a liaison officer in the U.S. Embassy of Baghdad, and I was very fortunate to meet several Iraqi artists who were working in the Green Zone and exhibiting their works in secret in Baghdad. After several months, I became friends with them and decided to explore the notion of taking their works to the United States for an exhibition and sale, and that's basically what's happened here.
But why was it art in particular that appealed to you? Why did you want to make connections with these artists? Why did you feel that that was important, especially in the middle of a war zone?
Well, looking at these paintings gave me an Iraqi perspective on what was happening. And despite all the concrete walls and the barbed wire and the machine guns that were blocking me in the Green Zone in this nice protected area from the people of Baghdad, these artists were able to show me what it means to be an Iraqi.
And Oded, what was your link up in this? How did you become involved?
Well, I did open 2 years ago the Pomegranate Gallery that used to be my studio sculpting, doing my art there. And Chris walked there and saw the art that we brought from Iraq. I visited Iraq 2004 as an Iraqi. And then we made a lot of connection with a lot of Iraqi who are living and working there, and we selected an exhibition from over 100 artists to exhibit in our gallery. Then Chris came and show me the work, and then we made an appointment to see it. I was excited to see the new generation, what they're doing, to compare to the old generation that we were exhibiting, and I was part of it at that time.
And this is a question for both of you. I mean, is the art political? I mean, does it deal with the current situation on the ground in Iraq with regards to Iraqi refugees, the violence,
Yes,
and so on and so forth?
There are many different issues that each individual artist has chosen to address, and some of those issues include things like the refugee situation, also different issues of an Iraqi response to what happened during the shock and awe campaign, and also the beginnings of the insurgency. So we see many different perspectives, but it's not just protests against what's happening. It's not protests against the war exclusively. It's not protests against the insurgency exclusively. There are also many hopeful signs, signs of brotherhood and friendship and commonality and the beauty of Iraqi women. These are also themes of the exhibition.
Oded, what did you hope that people would take away from this exhibition about a place like Iraq, which has a very, very rich heritage and culture? As we know, it's the cradle of civilization.
I agree with you. I think the first time in America, for the American public, to see that we have a very rich culture.
And Chris, how did you get the work of Iraqi artists back into the United States? Because as you know, I mean, there is a lot of problem, especially still out there with stolen Iraqi antiquities. And I know that these are contemporary artists, so there must have been all kinds of complications there that you must have run into as well, right?
Yes, I was quite concerned about how to get these works into the United States because I didn't want to violate any regulations or laws in doing this. And as it turns out, there are no regulations or laws prohibiting one to bring art from a contemporary citizen of Iraq. If something is an artifact of cultural heritage, of cultural importance to the nation, if it belongs to the nation, then it ought to stay in Iraq. But these are new paintings that were painted mostly between 2003 and 2007, and they were the property of the artists. And by a verbal agreement, they asked me to take their works to the United States for exhibition, and all of that was perfectly legitimate.
And I wanted to ask you also, what percentage of the money actually goes back to the artists in Baghdad?
Odin?
Well, I established 6 years ago a non-profit organization, and all the money, the proceeds, go to the artists and the maintenance of the gallery.
But basically, it's a 50% split. 50% goes back to the artist directly, and 50% supports the gallery. And in the case of the Oded Khalami Foundation, the foundation uses those proceeds to continue supporting Iraqi artists.
And just very quickly, how has the Iraqi and the U.S. government responded to this initiative?
I'll take that one.
Okay.
I actually sent an email to General Petraeus the other day explaining what we were doing to give them a heads up about the opening of the exhibition, and he wrote an email back the following day saying, well done. The message of this exhibition is we're working to break down cultural barriers and unite people around the world. We're promoting collaboration, and that's a consistent message with everything that the U.S. government wants to do, and it's a consistent message with what the Iraqi government wants to do.
Okay, well, best of luck to both of you, and hopefully I'll get an opportunity to come along and see it at the Pomegranate Gallery.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much for joining us. For more information, you can check out the event for yourself by going to pomgallery.com. That's pomgallery.com. That's all the business news that we have for you for now, but don't forget that you can log on to abcnews.com. I'm Daljit Dhaliwala in New York. Thank you for watching.